Hello boys and girls, how are you today? It's Wednesday and are you ready for another story? I'd like to say a special hello today to Kiani. Hi Kiani, how are you? I hope you enjoy the stories and Sunday school. All right, are we ready for the story? This one is called Secrets Jesus Told. One day, so many people came to listen to Jesus that there was no room left on the beach by Lake Galilee. Jesus was being pushed further and further back towards the water. So he climbed into his friend's boat and they pushed it a little way out onto the lake. Then everyone could hear. "Well," Jesus said to them across the still clear water, "what would you like to hear about today? Have you come just for fun, to watch people being healed and to listen to stories? Or do you really want to learn more about God? Listen and I'll tell you some of the secrets of God's kingdom." God's kingdom is like a little mustard seed, so tiny you can hardly see it. A farmer takes the seed and plants it in his field. You wouldn't know it was there, but when it grows tall, it spreads out so many branches that the birds build their nests in it. That's what God's kingdom is like. It seems small now, but it will grow and grow. God's kingdom is like yeast. It looks quite dead, like a little lump of clay. Then it goes into a bowl with the flour and water. They are stirred up together until no one can see where the yeast has gone. But when the dough is left in the warmth, it swells and swells, all because of that little lump of yeast. That's what God's kingdom is like, quietly working but able to change everything. God's kingdom is like treasure buried in a field. One day a man is busy digging when his spade bangs against something hard. He can hardly believe that he has found treasure. He covers it up and keeps it a secret. He sells everything he owns to get enough money to buy that field. Then the treasure is his. That is what God's kingdom is like. It's worth more than anything else we have. "I'll tell you another secret," Jesus said. "God really wants you to belong to his kingdom. Have you ever lost some money? If you did, you would search the whole house to find it. And when you found it, you would run and tell everyone. You would be so happy. That is how it is with God's kingdom too. Each of you is like a lost coin, and God is very glad when you are found." "You don't ever need to be afraid," Jesus said. "Each one of you is very important to God. He notices when a tiny bird is hurt, and you matter much more than the birds. God even knows how many hairs are on your head." The people laughed. The children looked at each other. Their hair was thick and dark. Imagine God knowing that. "You can understand some of God's secrets just by looking around you," Jesus said. "See that tree over there? You can tell it's a good tree, can't you? Its branches are bent over with a heavy crop of fruit. But that tree on the other side of the wall is bad. Its branches are thin and weak, and the fruit is not worth picking. In the same way, you can tell if a person is good or bad by what they do and say." "I won't always be here with you," Jesus said. While I'm away, I want you to use your time well. You are all good at different things, so don't be lazy. Fill your days by being busy for me. There was once a man who went on a journey. Before he went, he gave each of his servants some money. One had a lot, another had just a little. But he expected all of them to use the money they had to earn more. One day, Jesus said, I will come back again. Remember that secret when everything seems difficult. Then everyone will know that I am the King God has put in charge of his kingdom. Trumpets will sound. The angels will gather the people together who belong to God's kingdom from every part of the earth. So make sure you are ready. There are 2 roads and they lead to different places. The wide road is smooth and easy to travel on, but don't choose that road because it leads to Satan's kingdom. The road you need, said Jesus, is a narrow road and it's hard to find. It is difficult to travel on, but that is the road to choose because it leads to God's kingdom. Make sure you find it. That is the greatest secret of all. I hope you enjoyed that, boys and girls. We'll see you again tomorrow with another story.